Well, Paul, I have to say, I did horrible in episode 2. So you know what? Future me editing this, put a little JPEG dunce hat on. I well deserve it. But let's get into episode 3 now. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a JPEG dunce hat, go right down to the description. You'll find the link to episode 2. Click that, open that into a new tab. Come pause this video right now. We'll wait. We'll wait for you to go and watch episode 2.
It doesn't take long.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Then come back and then you can roast me in the comments, just like you're gonna probably roast me in the comments there for how hard I threw that game. Man, I deep pockets and my one theater card to ignore home field advantage to ignore the bullshit. You know, I just decided, woo, let's just throw that all out the window.
Reading is difficult some days,
yes,
folks.
reading is difficult. But anyways, episode 3 is here. I have decided, you know, I'm not going to run America today. But before we jump into our lists, quick ruling here. In episode 7, I had spoke that rules as written, a head-on shot states that you can shoot any fighter any fighters shoot each other in the front arcs, even if the arrows do not point at each other, like the diagram from Midway starter set indicates. That's actually supposed to be a head-on shot, so we were correct when I ruled that in episode 7. I did make note of that in the battle report as I was editing it. So today, that's what Paul and I are going to do for the rest, but we are going to house rule a little bit. So if one plane is flying horizontal and another plane is flying vertical, and the vertical plane shoots up at the horizontal plane, even if it comes through the front, that's not going to cause a head-on shot. Historically, guns would not have shot from the sides unless they were turrets. Historically, that makes complete sense. Turrets at 360 would be able to shoot anywhere.
Yep.
So anytime the two planes are at least pointing at each other in the front, no matter if they're at weird, freaky angles, as long as their arcs are pointing at each other in the front, we will rule that as always a head-on shot. So it should make things a little more interesting now. And by the way, that is a house ruling, but rules as written, even if a plane is going vertical and horizontal, and the vertical plane shoots up at the horizontal plane in the front, the horizontal plane does get to return fire, but historically, that makes really no sense. Rules game, it makes complete sense because they have arc indicators, but historically, we're just going to say if they're pointing at each other in the front, even if they're wonky angles, they still get to shoot each other. So that is the ruling, but just wanted to clean that up real quick before we jump into today's game. And today, as I stated, I'm not running America, taking a quick break. George Purdy, I failed him horribly, but today we're running the MiGs. Yes, I'm the Soviet Union for the hammer and the sickle today. The MiG-3s are out. I've already run these. It was very interesting, funny enough. We ran them against the same country that Paul's playing, but a different fighter. I have these sluggish traits, so I cannot outmaneuver Paul at any point, so I'm stuck to basically tailing. I have 5 fighters, so I have 5 great dives, which is really nice. We've all seen it. Burn advantage to dive, go your full speed instead of the 6. I have superior armaments to gain me 1 more. I'm only 1 shot naturally, so 1 more firepower is really nice. And I have sustained dive, which means if I burn advantage to dive, I can roll for a maneuver test. If I pass a maneuver test, I do not lose the advantage level.
Nice.
But I am also running a couple other things. The other theater card, I guess I should say superior armaments theater. This is my sustained dive is a doctrine. My other theater card is tropical conditions. The match you'll see when we get over to the battlefield. It's very tropical today. All planes have -1 speed. We don't have the tropical lubricant for our engines, so we're all down 1 speed altogether. So I am one attack, 1 agility, and then 7 speed. And then I will be running also the MiG-3's named pilot, Alexandr Pokryshkin. He gives me 1 additional agility to my MiG, but also gives me the right stuff and set them up. The right stuff during deployment, the Ace's own aircraft does not suffer my sluggish trait. So he can outmaneuver any pilot he wants. He is pilot skill 5, so I will be able to outmaneuver anything lower than him or attempt to do it on a pilot skill 5. So it's really nice. So sluggish is only affecting my other fighters. And then set them up when a friendly plane within 6 of an Ace shoots at an enemy aircraft. The friendly plane adds +1 to their pilot skill when resolving the shooting attack. So basically, when you see, because I'm running all vets, all my vets now can act as long as they're close enough to Pokryshkin, act as aces. So anyways, that is my Russian side. Paul, what are we playing over here?
Well, for me today, I brought the Germans into it. And we're going to, since we're playing tropical conditions, you know, if you know your history real well, you know Germany did not do well trying to invade Russia. We're going to change that in the Caribbean. We'll see. Who knows? But I am running 4 veterans today. I am running for this game. I am running 4 BF-110Gs that come with some great dive and heavy hitter. We have multi-engine planes, which could be to my advantage and could be to my disadvantage because, well, I have no evade. And then, of course, I have agile, which means it's a positive trait, and I can dodge, outmaneuver, and be outmaneuvered like a single engine fighter because even though my planes are double engine, they are little nimble things or big nimble things. And one of my theaters was cloudy skies. Clear skies. Well, it was cloudy skies. Now we're clear. And so you will see that when you see the board. And then, of course, I have poorly trained opponents because of the Russians. And the enemy plane must pass a maneuver test to complete their chosen pilot action. So good luck on your maneuvers. And then, of course, my doctrine is an opening shot, which means I can shoot up to 12-inch range. However, if it's more than 6 inches, which would obviously be more 12, I can only shoot my power, which is 3.
Yes, we did use this card in episode 7. We were using pilot skill on it. It is errata to say only firepower, so Paul can only shoot with 3 dice.
Right. And the heavy hitter, of course, that is part of my regular traits. As long as I'm within 3 inches of him, I can actually add 1 attack power to try to take his ace and send him the way of George Pretty and his little crowd.
Yes. So anyways, folks, that is the board. Russia versus Germany. MiGs versus BF-110Gs. So let's check out the board and jump right into that round 1. All right, so here we are. Again, a quick look at the board. This is another table war map. This is a Caribbean map, which kind of funny. Works real well for tropical conditions. It makes kind of sense why I picked the card. And all of that. So anyways, we have our 1 cloud. We had 3 clear skies, left us with 1. But anyways, we'll start with some Germans. I apologize, my cards are still over there. But anyways, there is 2 of the BF-110Gs. 1 at neutral, 1 at advantage, both veteran. And then our 2 other friends over there, both at disadvantaged. And then for mine, I decided to put both my elements together and slot them all over here. So we have all veterans except for Pokryshkin, who is, of course, our named ace. We have advantage, disadvantage, neutral, advantage, neutral. So yes, there is the board. Get another look at it. There's the German side, and here's the Russian side as we jump into round 1. So a quick look at the board state for round 1. Again, here is all the Russians, a couple of Germans, and a couple of Germans. So let's see where they all get to move. So again, here is the before. All right, and here is the after. So far, we'll take a look here, the Russian side. Great dived, dived, great dived, and then just flew. That's it for them. Over here, the German side, they just both flew up the board. Climbed, and the other guy didn't do anything else, and then those 2 just flew up the board and climbed. So there is the German deployment, and again here is the Russian deployment after round 1. So we should be able to get into some shooting for round 2 thanks to opening shot with those 2 Russians over there. But yeah, should be a lot of fun. Well, that's if they can shoot the 2 neutral MiGs. The 3 neutral MiGs I have on the field because, again, I have 2 advantage MiGs. But anyways, let's clean up the board and move into round number 2. All right, quick look at the board state for round number 2. Again, here is the MiGs. There's the Germans. There's the Germans. Now, we are running all veterans in this list, as you can plainly see, except for my 1 named ace. So my guys are 398 for their real speed. Paul, what is your real speed?
370.
370 for those Germans over there. I outspeed them when comparing to veterans of veterans with the same advantage level. So George Purdy is going to be Alexandr Pokryshkin will be the first one to move. I'm not running America today. George Purdy can't join the Russians.
George Pretty is still not happy with you.
No. Okay. But anyways, we're going to move both my named ace and then my vet And we will see, then Paul will move his guys over there. If he gets an opening shot, we'll come back, roll those dice. And then all the neutral stuff. So my MiGs and then Paul's BF-110s. All right, so still in round 2, just a little update. Poloshki flew all the way up there with great dive and sustained dive. Actually, Paul, can you put him in neutral real quick? He's in a cloud.
Yes,
I can be at advantage in a cloud. So yeah, didn't really matter. But anyways, he gets advantage level, went into a cloud, went to neutral. This man just great dived, went to neutral, and then climbed back up to advantage. But anyways, now we have this 110 over here, firing an opening shot at this MiG right here. So Paul's going to roll 3 up. He did get to keep the card.
Nope.
No shots. Okay,
right.
So no damage there. I can't fire back. Now again, if you didn't read, again, the head-on shot would trigger here because our 2 front arcs are pointing at each other. But the problem is I'm still restricted to 6 inches. So I can't just shoot back. But anyways, Paul does have this man to move. So let's see where he is going to go. All right, so Paul moved him up. We checked the distance, opening shot, once again staying with Paul, and here we go, 3 shots against this MiG.
Yeah, got a hit.
Early boon shit right there, folks. Ooh. But anyways, we did check it up. It's in the front. So I get to roll 5 here. Again, 1 agility plus 4 for my pilot skill. I got it. The little Kriegsman head are the 6s, so I dodge it, but I do take a boon shit. So now I'm going to move these guys, and then Paul gets to move then those guys. All right, so my MiG flew up the board, is now going to shoot Paul in the front. Again, this is going to be a head-on shot right here. I did trigger superior armaments, kept the cards, so 6 dice here. Looking for some Kriegman heads. That is a critical hit. So Paul will only be rolling 3 here. No, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
You gotta remember, go down to manage to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Off. So, anyways, Paul, you dodging or firing first?
I'm gonna dodge. Try to dodge first.
3 dice. 3 reroll. I critted you. So you lost 1 of your pilot skills.
My boy, you know what? Fine. There we go. All right.
No dodge. So disadvantage. So going down to the neutral.
Go neutral.
Then so he's now at neutral. Just to show you there.
And
now
actually,
Paul's going to fire away.
Yep. And that will be
7 dice coming in on my front. This could be another boon shit for me.
There's 1.
Yep. All right, 1. Again, if any dice comes in here, it must be rerolled, and any dice that gets flipped out here must be rerolled. All right, so that is another hit on me. So 5 dice to roll for defense. Well, I lost my advantage level. Woohoo! Yay! I take a boon shit and lose my advantage level, but I did put this into neutral, which is really nice. All right, you two, be good people for the Soviet Union and fly and do something. So, after all movement for round 2, these 2 MiGs just flew up the board. Nothing too fancy there. I thought about shooting with this one, but I'm already at 2 boon shits. I don't think I want to take a risk of it because that'd cause another head-on shot. But, you know, I have something planned for him. And then these 2 guys just moved up the board. That one climbed over there, and he attempted to outmaneuver this MiG. It failed. I get to stay at advantage. But anyways, here's the board presence for round 2. It's already 2 boon chits for me. Again, an opening shot and then a head-on attack, kind of giving 2 boon chits. But I did force 1 plane down to neutral, so Paul's got to be a little careful with these guys. All outspeed him. This MiG might be a goner. Might be a goner. But again, just a look at the board presence for round 2 as we clean it up and move into round 3. All right, a look at the board for round 3 after all the cleanup. Again, we have the German 110s up there. We have 3 MiGs here. We got Poloshki up there. We got a MiG there. And we have 2 other 110s. So let's begin with the advantaged fighters flying through the sky. These are these 2 guys right here. And yeah, let's see where they're going to go. All right, so we moved up the board with this man. You know, It's really kind of funny that I chose to do tropical conditions, you know, to fit the mat. When, funny enough, if I had not chosen it, I could have gone 8 to burn 180 to tail, possibly force the tail on this 110. But since I can only go 7, I can't force the tail. I'd be going like in the middle of these guys, which I don't think I want to do. So I decided just to fly up the board. He's now going to shoot 6 into the 110. 110's going to return fire back to me. So again, that's another chance for another boon shit. But this is also a chance to push that plane down to disadvantaged. Triggered superior armaments, kept the card. 6 dice. I got it. So Paul now gets to dodge at 4. Actually, let me see. I did get 1 in there. Okay, so it's actually now a crit. So 3 for Paul. Well, it goes down to disadvantage, which is really nice. There he flies down to it. And so Paul has 7 dice to return at my MiG. One more.
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. We survived. He survived.
Well done, sir.
Now this man gets to move. And let's do this because, again, if I can get the shots, Paul can't dodge here, and that is one of his engines decimated, which will put him, funny enough, down to 5 speed, thanks to tropical conditions. So it's really slow, extremely slow, outpaced by all the MiGs on the field. But anyways, let's move him across the board. All right, so flew up the board, triggered superior armaments, got it back, gained 1 more, 6, shooting into the side of this BF-110. Now, if you haven't seen episode 7 yet, again, link down in the description below if you want to go check that out. It was multi-engine madness. A lot of fun. But in there, we ruled that if you're shooting at a disadvantaged multi-engine plane, it cannot dodge. The FAQ states technically yes. I mean, Paul and I can house rule it. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want us to house rule that. But anyways, I'm going to shoot you into the side, Paul. As long as I get a hit, one of your engines is gone. Man, what are these MiGs and critical hits? But guy loses 50% of his speed, his rear turret is gone, and one of his engines is decimated. So he's going to be moving 5, and he's very, very slow, but it really doesn't matter. For his real speed, the MiGs outspeed him anyways.
Yep.
So anyways, that is it for this MiG. Congratulations to this hero. So Paul now gets to move this advantaged first. And Paul, take one of the sticks over there. Do you have any shots at either of these MiGs?
Well, after I move them a little bit on accident.
Because I think you're well within 6 to either of them.
Oh, I'm within 6 to either one of these friends.
Okay. Oh wait, no, you can't shoot them. Right, advantage level.
They're advantage level. Right, and I'm not within 6 of that one. No, I'm not.
Okay, so no opening fire.
Nothing yet.
So Paul's going to move him. So here is his before. The BF-1010 moved on down the board. It's going to fire on my MiG, triggering heavy hitter to get a success. Gives him a critical result. So 8 shots. Poor MiG is probably going to die. Well, a natural crit there. 4 dice. Let's do this. I claim one other boon shit. Does the MiG explode upon the sands? It is cocked, but enough of the 4 is there, so. Boom! So that is 4 for me. Ooh, that is my maximum planes on the field, so that's not very good. Oh, we forgot to move this guy. But his only 2 targets are flying over there. I could tell you right now, I think I would have shot with him, so I'm not sure. So we'll move him, but I'm not going to do any shooting or anything like that because we totally forgot to move him. Because it kind of would have changed how I maybe have felt about shooting and stuff like that. I probably wouldn't have shot with him, I don't know. But anyways, he's dead. Let's quickly move him and then move the... the guy over there, and then my neutral. All right, so after some movement, correctly doing this, I decided I'm just going to fly up, turn 180. I'm going to fly to that cloud. The 110 tried to follow me, tried to outmaneuver. Didn't get it. Pokryshkin burned advantage, 180. Went back to neutral, thanks to coming out of the cloud. Now he's going to shoot the 110 here. Doesn't matter for the... we're just getting shot, again, disadvantaged. 6 dice, superior armaments, did not get the card. Paul, I guess I'm just really good at critting today.
You are knocking it out of the park when it comes to crits. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, he is absolutely dead.
He is gone now, isn't he?
Yep, and that is 3 boon shits, 2 paws, 2, 4, 6. So I only have to blow up 1 more fighter paw to win, because you'll be down to 4 engines with 2 fighters left, and you'll be at 6 boon shits for morale. I mean, you're safe right now. You are safe right now. I think the rules state that engines count as many engines. So there's a good. No, never mind. Well, what am I ever talking about? I have no idea. Last fighter to go. Let's move him. Just flew up the board. Tinted the tail. Didn't get it in the 45-degree turn. And just climbed for his action. Tempted to try to look for an opening shot on Pokryshkin, but didn't get it. But anyways, that is the end of round 3's moving to round 4. So 2 planes are both dead on round 3. I'm at 4 boon shits, Paul at 3. So it really does come down to Paul getting 1 more shot on me, and I need to sink 1 more fighter, which is not too hard thanks to this guy and these 2, and Mr. Pokryshkin. But we'll have to see as we move into cleaning up the board and into round 4. So, we've cleaned up the board. Round 4, all mixed right into this main area. Let's move all our advantaged fighters, Paul. These MiGs are going to have to do it for me. And then this guy's going to run away. And then all your dudes actually get to fly before Pokryshkin even gets to do his turn. This is going to be interesting.
We'll see.
We'll see, because there's a good chance I'm probably going to gun down and decimate that guy right there. So maybe my crit hitting MiGs will continue as we now move that guy and these 2. So let's see where they go. All right. So the MiG turned, just real quick, let's talk about this guy. He just flew across the board, ran away. He just great dived to get away. 114. This MiG turned 180, came on down. I was going to shoot this 110 into the back. The turret is going to be able to return the fire here. So, yeah, so let me, so I'm going to shoot 6. I'm going to trigger superior armaments here. I was not prepared with my dice, as I've been. So 6 shots. Paul, let's see another critical hit there. Into the rear. Oh, he missed. He missed. So Paul can now shoot with his turret. Are you going to heavy hitter the turret or just shoot a turret?
Yes, I'm heavy hittering it.
Heavy hitting.
I'm going to attempt to go for the throat.
All right, here it is. If one of these 2 lands, this is it. The MiGs will be retreating off the battlefield.
Nope.
Ooh. My heart.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. But
Nothing
we still
yet.
got this MiG to go. So let's see where he is going to go. All right. So again, another burn 180. Triggering superior armaments to gain 6. I almost had the tailing, just like millimeters off of a straight line of going into his base. So 6 dice here. Coming in. Critical
Got that crit.
hits. All right, so into Paul's back, so 3 dice. Go down a level for me, Paul. No, not yet.
Oh.
Asking the dice to go down a level.
Oh, whoa. Well, that doesn't count. Come on, get in there.
Right.
He goes down a level. See, I knew what I was doing.
Down a level, yes. Paul was already doing it.
But I do get to return 1 little lonely.
This could be it, folks. 1 turret.
Nope.
Oh, it was almost there. I swear I saw the 6 for a second. Oh, okay. So that is all of my advantaged MiGs. Paul now gets to move these guys across the board. This could be it, folks. This could be it on round number 4. Coming up the board, presence. Opening shot. He did get to keep it for the man that's over there. But here we go. Opening shot against this MiG. 3 shots. Here we go.
Oh, 3 shots.
Yeah.
I about said 7. What am I doing?
Only on firepower.
Only on firepower. Nope.
Oh, woo.
We're going to survive a little bit?
We're going to survive a little bit more because now this guy gets to come. Will he be able to get into opening shot range? Let's see it. It's going to fly.
I don't think he's got
I
it.
don't think he's.
I do not think he's got it.
Did he get it on? Did you get on Poloshki?
I think we have it on Poloshki. Let me. Oh, sorry.
Because I think if you turn,
I'm pointing over his head.
well, let's turn and then we'll check.
We'll turn and check. So let's.
So turn and
Turn ever so
we will
slightly.
be back after we've checked everything. We did check it. He's got Poloshki in his sights. 3 shots. Poloshki, hold on. Oh, yes! That is it. That is it. That is a 5th boon shit on me. I only have 4 fighters left. Opening shot coming in handy. Paul claiming the victory. 5-2-3. It was very close. I think if I've been able to tail, these two had been landing and tailed him, there may have been a chance. But opening shot coming in clutch here for Paul. But anyways, let's jump into our post game here as we end the board present on round number 4 with 5 boon chits. And let's do a quick conversation between Paul and I and this game. Well, Paul, that's it. At least I didn't throw the game.
Yeah, you did well. You didn't goof this one up.
Well, it's a little sad here. A little sad. My one MiG really did fail both his dodges, so that's why he was at outmaneuver. But it came down close. I think if that opening shot hadn't succeeded, I'm pretty sure I probably could have moved Poloshki to outmaneuver your guy, push you down to disadvantage, and then shoot you. That would automatically, if it hit, claim the boon shit. And now Poloshki is all next to each of the other MiGs. Again, all your guys get to go first. So there was a good chance round 5 would have been your round because your 2 guys would have moved up the board to come at me. And I would have probably been welled upon the side. So even 1 shot there. So I think definitely what changed it today is that head-on shot ruling we just put in.
Yes.
It definitely changed everything, especially with me being single-engine fighters. And having to force you all the way down to disadvantage, especially since with a plane that can't trigger outmaneuver because it's sluggish. It definitely changed the board presence because I took 2 early boon shits because of that head-on shot. But I did force 1 plane down to disadvantage for those 2 boon shits. I just wish the MiG that was at disadvantage didn't crash into the sand below.
It happens.
It does happen. So Paul does get to walk away with a second win. So it is tied 2-1. Paul, what did you think about flying? This is your first time flying these German, of course, 110Gs.
I like them. I like the fact that the double engine planes, you get a little. To me, you get a little more room because you don't take boom shits till you get to disadvantage. So if you can try, of course, it's always again roll the dice. But if you can successfully avoid being being disadvantaged, it actually helps out in your favor. You can just kind of, but there are some disadvantages. I am slower than him pretty much at all times, so I have to be real cognizant of tailing. So.
Well, that's the only way. Besides Poloshki, that's the only way I could actually force your guys down to then shoot them in the back. Again, the turret is there at all times, folks. So I did have to be careful because there was a few times where the turret could have killed me. Could have killed me. Again, the turret can return fire anytime you're shot within the turret's arcing. So the arc for a BF-110's turret is the rear. Again, a BF-110 can also shoot that in their normal shooting phase as well. So after they move, they can shoot the turret with in addition to their other shooting. But turrets don't take pilot skills. They only get to whatever is written on their card. And then, of course, heavy hitter adds 1.
Which, of course, is mine is 1. So.
So, yeah, Russia doesn't get to take away the win. I think I should have flown Poloshki a little closer to maybe the other veterans and flown them into like a formation. That way Poloshki can force an outmaneuver on one of them, and then the other guys can then come down and wail. I think I flew Poloshki way too fast out of the game because he only really did one thing. He flew out of a cloud and shot. That was it. That was all Poloshki did the entire game. He flew up the board 1 turn, came out of the cloud for a turn, and did nothing else. So Paul gets to take away the win, but it's time to get into that. But it's not over yet. It is not over yet.
Not quite.
24 episodes of this, so it's going. No, I think we said 26 or 24. Now
25 if we go to a tie.
Yes.
24 otherwise.
24. I thought it was 24. Well, if it's not, completely ignore this, and you can type in the comments the correct number. I'll probably be watching it back of the first episode. So I'll put maybe a little disclaimer here if both of us are incorrect on the ruling, because my mind's not been thinking about a lot of things. But yes, It's been fun. So, Paul, let's say goodbye to our loyal viewers. Do make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and like the video if we want more miniature content here at Mama Dragon's Miniatures. Paul, any great last words of wisdom?
I'll be back for game 4.
Yes, he'll be back. He'll be back. But anyways, we thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's Miniatures.